Welcome back to another edition of Dante's Discussion. That's right. This time we are doing something a little bit different. I'm going to ask a question that has an opinion already attached to it and to see if you are for it or against it. A yay or nay, if you will. And this is, of course, pertaining to Dark Souls 3 and has a little bit of Dark Souls 2 on it. And I think I've mentioned it in previous videos, but I really want to see specifically what you all think about this type of situation that I think would be better for Dark Souls 3. PvP in general, but really even the game, if you think about it as a whole, to make the game a little bit more difficult, a little bit more micromanaging. Anyways, let me get to it. Should Dark Souls 3 have adaptability? And I just want to give you my pros to why I think it should have adaptability and why I dislike it not having, and why I really liked it in Dark Souls 2. And I just want to see what you guys think. You know, obviously opinion based. You disagree with me, put in the comments below, and you'll be featured on the answers episode. But I have no problem with it. Just, you know, obviously say what you think. Call me an idiot if you think I'm dumb for liking adaptability, but I really did like adaptability. So anyways, here I go. The pros of adaptability, which I really liked. And a lot of these pros are more for lower level builds, obviously, because at higher level, everybody has the same adaptability. But it's funny because if you think about it, a lot of people did not like higher PvP play, partially because of adaptability and because everybody was able to roll very effectively out of many hits, or any hits, most hits anyway. And yet you don't really see people complaining about that in Dark Souls 3. And maybe it was just me. I seem to be the only one who dislikes the fact that there's no adaptability, that everybody can literally roll the same. And I feel like they made it worse with the Karthus Blood Ring, and now people can just spam roll. They could already spam roll, and now they can spam roll even harder and be super troll. So, you know, another pro is the fact that it allowed for more micromanaging of your character, right? So it was really cool to think like, oh man, should I get this other point of adaptability so I can get my agility up, you know, to like 97, a little bit higher or something like that, or like 95, or do I need that slight bit of power so that maybe I can kill somebody one hit earlier? You know, that was the trade-off. It was a really cool trade-off that you, at least, you know, I'm not a master of the stats in any sense, but at least I don't really see it in Dark Souls 3 where sort of how you change the stats matter in that quite large effect. You know, it was like either this or that. It was a little bit more tough, I feel like, to sort of have a very good grasp on both while having damage, stamina, health, you know, all that type stuff, to be able to use a weapon, blah, 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 you know. And that's why I think adaptability was also good for that situation. You know, it sort of allowed for the checks and balances, allowed for the builds being different, you know, differences in builds, allowing for people to play slightly different play styles because their character is slightly different. Like, and it made people, and especially on super low level, but it made people have perfect timing. I mean, you know, very few frames of invincibility, perfect timing. But in Dark Souls 3, people can almost roll out of everything. Obviously, you can still roll catch people, and I from what I heard, I don't know if it's true. From what I heard, the more you get hit, the less iframes you have afterwards, and I don't know how it resets. And I think that's partially how poise is intertwined into that. That's definitely something that's a little bit strange that I don't understand it exactly. You know, I'm waiting for somebody to have like some sort of diagram and show me so I can know. But yeah, again, another thing, it made you like iframe perfect on rolls, and obviously that made you a better player, because if you ever played on a higher level or a character who had better iframes, I mean, you would never get hit, right? I mean, that's how it would seem in that instance. It just, why not add adaptability? There's just so many, for me, good things that it did. You know, having the agility. In Dark Souls 3, I don't even think they have agility, or do they just get rid of agility altogether. That I'm not even sure. That's how much I miss adaptability. I didn't even check it because I was like, oh, it's not there. Who cares? But adaptability also affected other things. You know, I think because it affected agility, but you know how fast you would use items and such. And it was just a really cool way to, I thought, balance the game as far as PvP is concerned, and really even PvE if you think about it, because it's like, oh, this boss has this crazy sweeping attack where I'm not sure exactly where the frames are and when I should roll, and maybe the little bit more adaptability would help you beat that boss, you know, or you could just get good, right? But Dark Souls 3, you don't even really have that problem because everybody can roll like spectacularly forever and farther, which is very upsetting. That could be a debate for another time, but I feel like they should reserve very far rolling for anybody under really like 30% encumbrance, maybe 40, but not being able to hit somebody when they roll away with a great sword poke attack like the Zweihanda is ridiculous. Like something should be fixed on that, but that's just me. Anyway, let's not talk about that. We're talking about adaptability. What are the cons of adaptability? I don't know. I actually am not sure. I mean, and this is based on what I like, what I would prefer. I just don't like that everybody is basically the same. You know, obviously you can have the Carthus blood ring, but other than that, everybody is just basically automatically the same unless their encumbrance is slightly different. Then I think you roll. Do you roll faster and or farther? One or and or the bolt? I can't remember. I don't know. My guys usually at like 69% because I don't really notice that big of a difference, even on stamina regen. So, you know, that's again another discussion. But adaptability, I want to know what you think. Would you be for having adaptability in Dark Souls 3? Affecting agility, iframes, rolls, you know, and the like. Or are you happy that there is no adaptability? And I know there's a lot of people out there who are happy there's no adaptability. And I'm very curious. I just really want to know what everybody thinks about this topic, because I feel that it allows PvP to be a little bit more exciting, a little bit more interesting. One thing that might work with this player might not work with this other player because their iframes are lower, you know, and that's what is very curious about it, and why I think maybe it should be in the game, and I'm upset they took it out. So anyways, put it in the comments below. You'll be in the answers portion, hopefully. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think, and I will be back.